I mean, that might be a little exaggerated, maybe like 2001. But either way, she's at least 15 years.
Maybe she's aged well, like a fine wine. I don't know. I don't have pictures of her, so I don't want to.
Because Shannon Moore wasn't in his 20s in 1985.
That's true.
If she was, because she was an employee
maybe she's a fine wine.
Yes.
Possibly.
So, very interesting story. And I'll keep up with Julie Youngberg. She seems like a very interesting case in general. I didn't know she was, but it's I'm more interested in her now than I've ever been before. So that's going to do it for the 3 count. But when we return, we got our pay-per-view rundown of tables, ladders, and chairs. We give our predictions, what's going to happen this Sunday, as well as our tweets of the week as you're listening to the Heel to the Face podcast on Sports War Radio, Rat Pack Radio, and on iTunes.
The New York Jets are rising and are ready to compete in the AFC. Boyd Green and Ty Butler will give you everything you need to know about the Jets every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. From reviewing the previous game and looking ahead to the next matchup, to all of the news and 4 downs, the Jet Zone has everything. Follow @BoyGreen25 and @TyDButler on Twitter. Proud member of Sports War Radio. Let the battle begin.
This program is simulcast on WRPR Rat Pack Radio. Go to ratpacksports.com for more information.
Do you want to stay up to date on the latest sports news? Come check out After the Whistle from 4 to 5 p.m. every Friday night. We talk about the NHL, we talk about the NFL, we talk about the MLB, you name it, we got it. Tune in on Sports War Radio.
Now is the time to get your voice heard. Sports War Radio is now accepting applications for driven and knowledgeable sports fans who want to start their very own podcast about their favorite team. Sports War Radio has an international audience and is growing fast. Don't miss the chance to become the go-to news source for your favorite team. Email sportswarradio@gmail.com and tell us why you would be a great addition to our team. Sports War Radio. Let the battle begin.
Now is the time to get your voice heard. Sports War Radio is now accepting applications for driven and knowledgeable sports fans who want to start their very own podcast about their favorite team. Sports War Radio has an international audience and is growing fast. Don't miss the chance to become the go-to news source for your favorite team. Email sportswarradio@gmail.com and tell us why you would be a great addition to our team. Sports War Radio. Let the battle begin.
Let's get back to the action. This is the Heel to the Face podcast on Sports War Radio.
Back here on the Heel to the Face podcast, it is time for our pay-per-view rundown. WWE tables, ladders, and chairs. I'm always synonymous with this pay-per-view being in December, but it's in October this year. I don't know if it was October last year because these pay-per-views, for the most part, don't have any sort of staying power. That's the problem with these pay-per-views. They don't really have any staying power. I mean, I can remember where I was when like Mick Foley was thrown off the cell. I can't remember where I was when Triple H fought Randy Orton in like 2006 in October.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that. So it's kind of like throwaway moments.
We're going to start with the kickoff match. So Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox. Congrats to Alicia Fox. She's got her own T-shirt. She's been begging for it. And I think it's going to be quite disappointing because WWE is going to realize why that she never had a T-shirt because I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it either.
Nope.
Not interested at all. It's hard as a male, and I know it sounds awful. I like the women, but I just... I can't buy the shirts.
No, not even like Boss's. What is it? Legit Boss?
Yeah,
Can't buy it. I mean, you're a legit boss, right?
I mean, because they come in colors that are just not
appealing to you.
Not masculine. I guess.
Brandon has a Hug Me shirt. I saw it at his house.
I do not. That is fake news. I do not have a. I am not. I mean, I am a Bailey fan. Don't throw it past me. I might get a shirt someday. I don't have it in my collection.
Here's a shirt. Asuka could be a good shirt.
Yeah, I think that's
true.
Yeah, that's
there
true.
You go.
All right, so we start with Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. Who you got, Brandon?
Who gives a shit? I'm gonna go Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna go Alicia Fox.
Why
she got
would
a
you
shirt.
go Alicia Fox?
She's got a shirt.
Who
Give her the
gives
win.
a shit about her shirt? It's Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox. If Alicia Fox beats Sasha Banks, that just knocks Sasha Banks down. No, Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, off of what Jarod just said, the momentum of that shirt has to result in a win on
The momentum.
Sunday.
Who's buying that shirt? Nobody.
Let's go with Alicia Fox.
All right, so we move on to the main card, I believe. I mean, this is what WWE's telling me. Unfortunately, this is on the main card. So essentially, we get a free kickoff match after 8 o'clock. Cedric Alexander teams up with Rich Swann to take on Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick in what is the cruiserweight division minus the actual importance of it, the belt.
Yeah, who gives a shit about this one too? I mean, to be honest with you, this should be a kickoff match. Why is it on the main card? First off, that's stupid. And secondly,
because the main card's got 6 matches.
I know, but stretch out the matches a little bit. Then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna. I think this. We'll get.
I think that main event's has to be quite long.
Yeah,
or they're gonna have a Fashion Files or some sort of like long drawn out segment.
I'd rather watch Fashion Files than Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander versus Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher. So, to answer your question,
I'd rather watch Miss TV.
I'll say Swann and Alexander pull it off in a match that I'll probably be getting up and getting my drink and getting my food at.
So here we go. Here's one that's of maybe more importance, I guess. One, and this is why Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox got to be on the kickoff show, because you have 2 women's matches. Here's one with no belt on the line, but it's got that, as we talked about earlier in the show, it's got the people, the importance, no title on the line. We don't need it. Asuka versus Emma. Obviously, there is no doubt I would legit bet regular money, real money on WWE, as stupid as that would ever be, on Asuka winning this match.
There's no and for the first match of the
not
night
even competitive.
The first match of the night that I actually give a shit about is this match, and Asuka's just going to destroy her. Asuka's going to just destroy Emma. Emma has no chance. I would bet the farm on that. I mean, and like you said, it's crazy that sounds to bet on WWE, but I would bet the farm. There's no way in Asuka's debut that since she's been undefeated, that she's losing this match. Paul, what do you think?
So so what's the Vegas line? How much money do you think you would have to bet before you actually win any money back? If you bet on
it would be ridiculous. You'd have to throw
like $100 get you 50 cents.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it'd be that ridiculous.
Well, yeah. So let's go for the clean sweep here. I'm intrigued to see what Asuka brings to the table. I'm going to be honest. I've rarely got to see her. Brandon introduced me to Asuka in terms of getting to see her on NXT. Outside of just a couple, I've never seen a full match of Asuka. I've only seen bits and pieces, so I'm intrigued to see what she has to offer. But from everything that I've heard, she's the real deal, and she somewhat supposedly broke Goldberg's winning streak in the process. So let's see if she lives up to the hype. Give me Asuka.
And that's what makes me even more intrigued. You only have 6 matches, but to me, I feel this match is going to be quick.
Yeah, this match,
I hope not.
It's going to be quick.
But I mean, they're facing against Emma, who they don't even really give that much credibility to in the women's division already. So you have the most dominant woman in the women's division versus just...
And here's the thing.
Somebody that's just there.
Under normal circumstances, I would not give a rat's ass about the match. But Asuka, she's intriguing. It's going to be a squash, and it's going to be a quick match.
Actually, guys, I think there's something that we're completely missing here. Emma started the women's revolution, so that's got to be a factor on Sunday.
Oof, I don't see that happening. Not a chance in hell.
So now we move on to more cruiserweights. The cruiserweight championship on the line. Kalisto versus Enzo Amore. This match was probably the first one announced for tables, ladders, and chairs when Enzo Amore was the champion. Instead, they pushed it up, had it on Monday Night Raw, had Kalisto win with all the cruiserweights behind him celebrating, but now he must defend it in the rematch. Who you got, Brandon?
I go Enzo Amore. He's money. I've been saying it the last few weeks. He's money, but they'll probably give it to Kalisto. But here's my thing. I think if there's WWE smart about it, Enzo is money. He's got this new crew that which kind of not to get too far off, but it's kind of funny that now he has a little bit of a crew now after he bashed them all. So he must it must be all the the quote unquote the money the stacks he's making. Maybe he paid those guys to be on his team. But I think they play a role, and I think Enzo gets the title back.
Paul?
Yeah, I think we're going to see some swashbuckling here. I think the championship is going to switch hands a couple of times in this feud, which is sad. Hopefully they just bring back like a Rey Mysterio or something. Insert some known names to kind of help the Cruiserweight 205 Live out. I think that would help if you get some known names in there instead of all these boobs like Akbar and fucking Gentleman Gary and all this bullshit. Get some real names
Gentleman
in there
Jack.
like Rey Mysterio. Yeah, see, and Gallagher and all this crap.
That's the same guy.
Yeah. So give me Enzo Amore and, yes, flush the rest of this crap down the toilet.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
we're getting Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt yet again. This time, though, it's billed
yes.
as the Demon versus Sister Abigail.
Wow, I'm so excited, guys. I'm really not excited at all. This match is going to be... I mean, I love Finn Balor, and I love Bray Wyatt. But can we just move the hell on? Let's get past
guys,
it. What?
There's a new twist here. We've got a tag team match, essentially, between multiple personality disorder in Finn Balor and multiple personality disorder with Bray Wyatt. So, this is an intriguing new development.
What is this going to be? Like the cockroaches we saw on the screen before? Like it's going to be like you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. This is
they
going to be a weird match.
Killed this. Listen to the WWE Universe, man. When something's not working, adapt.
Yeah,
You're
stop,
like, all right, guys,
stop
this isn't
shoving it
working.
down. Just move it,
Like,
move on, and move on. But I will say this: Finn Balor. I'm gonna, just for argument's sake, I'm a Finn Balor guy. I'm rocking the Finn Balor gear, so I'm gonna go Finn Balor for the match.
I'm going to go Bray Wyatt. Correction, Sister Abigail.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'll go with the Demon. Sorry, the Demon Finn Balor, just in case you were wondering. Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, I think a landmine is going to go off in the middle of the ring and blow both of them up, so I guess that'll be a draw. But in case that doesn't happen, I'll have a backup plan. Yeah, I guess we'll go with the Demon Finn Balor to hopefully end this curse and send it to the grave. This feud, rather.
All right, moving on. The Women's Championship, third women's match of the night. Alexa Bliss defends her championship against the veteran, as she likes to say in not so nice terms, Mickie James. Are they going to put the belt on Mickie James, or is Alexa Bliss just continuing the role?
I will start with this one. I think the seasoned, the vets, whatever you want to call her, Mickie James is winning.
This is God.
It's time. It's time. They've been building her up. It's time to give her the title. She's due for the championship. Why bring her back if you're not going to throw the title on her? So I think she's going to hold on to it, not for long, but I think she's going to win this one. It's my gut feeling on it.
I'm going to take Mickie James. I'd like to see Mickie James win. I'm going to take it.
Fudge Cakes is going... Guys, Alexa Bliss, the goddess of the WWE. You guys are freaking drunk, and you guys need to grab your walkers and your canes and take her old ass back to the retirement home. I love Mickie James, but come on, guys, let's be real.
She still puts on good matches, Paul.
Bliss. She does, but she doesn't put on championship level matches.
Yes, she does. Man. Yes, she does. And she's gonna put on a good show. I hope they put the title on her. I hope you're wrong on this, Paul, because Mickie James should be the champion.
All right. So now we move on to the main event. No titles on the line. They're selling us on the Shield. It's a 5-on-3 handicap match. From what I'm understanding, it's one pinfall to a finish. So no elimination chamber or no elimination style.
It should be an elimination.
No Survivor Series
It would be
style.
so much better if it was elimination, to be honest with you.
I agree. I'm a huge elimination.
Well, I got to say that. We got that coming in a month.
Yeah,
they got
that's
to
true.
sell it to us again. So the Shield is back, and they're better than ever, according to themselves. So much so that they're going to take on Braun Strowman, The Miz, the tag team of Cesaro and Sheamus. And
Shazamish?
Yeah, I agree. I did hear that in my ears. Braun Strowman, The Miz, Cesaro, and Sheamus.
There you go. That's a great tag team name, man.
Yeah, you can't blame that. You can't blame that on the voice, though. Sheamus.
Yeah.
Cesaro and Sheamus. All right, go
And
ahead.
the fifth man was announced this past Monday night on Raw. It's got to be Kane.
Woo!
Woohoo!
I mean,
I'm so excited. It was cool to see him on Monday Night Raw. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, when he came from underneath the ring, I was like, okay, this is cool. Here's my thing, my hot take on this. They're building up to make the Shield look unbeatable, so I think the Shield's gonna win in this handicap match.
Paul? You know what? I'm gonna go here. I'm kind of feeling something.
Paul, you're going to wait. Go ahead.
So the Shield reunion, this is supposed to be a one-off, right? How do you make it a one-off?